Welcome to HowIFeelTv.
No.
Damn.
No.
Welcome to HowIFeelTV with Kase and Guz. To my left, we got the multifaceted Renaissance man himself, Abstrakt.
We
here. Shout out to HowIFeelTV.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, You got a lot of tattoos, a lot of funky hair, How you feeling?
Yeah. So my name is, I go by Abstrakt, you know what I'm saying, with the K. I like to point that out because a lot of times people spell it wrong. I like to make music to express myself, and I like to do business, and I like making money, so that's what it's about. And I like getting to it with my homies, and that's it.
Alright, so you like busting moves, huh? Alright,
Yes,
so what kind of music you like making, bro? What's your style? What's your flow?
So I guess most people would probably say I make rap music. It definitely is. I do make rap music, but I don't like to put myself in a box. Like I really just I just make music because I really like making music to express myself, and but essentially I guess I make rap music.
So speaking of music, how did you start music? Like what turned you on to music? Like what made you want to start music?
So originally, I always grew up. Music's always been a big part of my life. You feel me? And my family. So like, it all started honestly, it started on Facebook Messenger with my homie. We were just playing around, freestyling back and forth, and I kind of surprised myself a little bit, and I was like, damn, let me try to write something to an instrumental, and that's honestly how it all started right there.
So do you have a natural love for music, or is it a hobby, or something you are really passionate about?
It's definitely something I'm really passionate about, just because, in the sense that it's really, it's not like I don't try to be when I first got into it, I was trying to be a rapper, and you know what I'm saying, but as I got older, now I more so use it as just a means to express myself, you feel me, what I'm really going through in life. I just have learned how to be able to express that through music, and that's what
So it's not necessarily being a rapper, it's more as an outlet, kind of.
Yeah, that's what it's turned into.
That's pretty cool, man. So, what's your inspiration towards this outlet? What is it?
Inspiration, life, bro. Life. Every experience that I have on a day-to-day basis, whether it's females that are fucking with me, whether it's me being broke or me being up, whatever's going on in my life is what I express through my music. So
and
that's what inspires me.
What's your process of recording? Do you go in the booth? Do you write? Do you freestyle? Do you get the beat first, or do you listen to the beat and then start writing? Because I personally like to hear the beat and then go off what the vibes are telling me.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to get the beat and I listen to the beat a few times. I definitely write all my music. All my music is written. Right. None of it is so far. None of it has been freestyle. I can do that and punch in and go back and forth and drop a song like that. But for the most part, I'm taking a beat. I'll play it. I'll be in my car, in my house, or whatever. I'll be smoking. Whatever time I'm feeling inspired, I'll play it. And whatever I feel whatever. I usually go off of the first bar, the first couple of thoughts that come to mind when I play the beat, because that's the feeling that the beat invoked out of me. You feel me? So that's what I like to do. I get inspired by the beat, and I kind of just let it happen. Yeah, exactly.
So who are your inspirations as far as who are your favorite artists? Who do you listen to on a day-to-day basis?
Oh man, on a day-to-day basis, see, I don't really like to. I just keep up with what's current, but I also have a mixture of because before this whole new wave and all that came about, I was into the lyrical shit. So that's definitely one thing. Is when I started music, I was definitely a more lyrical rapper and shit. But as I progress and as I've been doing music more, I've learned how to kind of find a balance between what's going on nowadays and what my roots are, which is the lyrical shit, the shit that that I grew up on.
So my question is, I'm sure you dropped multiple tracks,
Yeah.
right? Throughout every track, I'm sure that there's been multiple instances that you're like, wow, I could have done better with this, I could have done better with that.
Definitely.
What kind of change would you do to your work ethic to make your music better?
Well, I mean, it's like anything else. It's like anything else that I do in life. I feel like music is like anything else. Like before music, I'm a really passionate person. So like I was into skateboarding. Whatever I'm into, I'm fully into it. So like, as far as my music goes, I just go like I just like to progress. Like I like to like I put stuff out and I might feel a certain way about it, but I kind of like sometimes I might want to like take it down or whatever. But like I feel like that's what I was expressing at that time. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so I just like to leave it at that, and then just if I see something in my music or whatever at that time that I didn't like, then I'll just go forward from there and then just try to switch it up from there. But I don't really like whatever I put out. That's the art that I was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I was going through at that time. That's the product of that time. You feel me?
Right.
So like yeah.
How many songs do you have out at the moment?
Well, I had 9 tracks on SoundCloud, but recently I just dropped like 4 tracks in the last month and a half, and those have been the songs that I've really been rolling out. So I actually just privated all the other shit that was on my SoundCloud.
Like the ones before?
Because I feel like I really found my sound.
Right.
Like recently, so I have like 4 or 5 tracks on SoundCloud right now.
That's good. So as far as music still, where do you see yourself in like maybe 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years.
Like how far are you willing to take the music? How far do you want to take it? And
How do you see your growth? You know.
With music, like for me, like I said before, like it was one of those things where like when I first got into it, when I was first surprising myself in those freestyles on Facebook and whatnot, I was like, I wanted to be a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Then as I got older and I got into different things, I started learning business, I started learning marketing. I realized that I didn't want to be just a rapper.
Right.
Like, but since I already put this much like energy and effort into it, then I might as well take it as far as I can, you know what I'm saying? And then just expand from there, get into acting or whatever else I want to do. But like in 3 to 5 years, I see myself pretty much kind of just I guess making a name for myself, and then from there, as soon as I make a name for myself and build a platform for myself, I want to expand on to everything else that I want to do, because I have like a bigger picture.
So you mentioned getting into other things. Like what else are you trying to what are you trying to get into?
Well, I said acting. I definitely want to do acting. Business is another main thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, I more so look at music as a way to just express myself.
Right.
Like, but I'm really interested in, like, I have a bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? So like,
For sure.
so like, I'm getting a FaceTime right now. So yeah, I would like to pretty much get my name out there, get a platform, and then just expand into like more business things. Kind of be behind the scenes, but be on the scene, be able to do what I want. That's really what I want to be able to do. I feel like that's what everybody wants to do. Be able to do what you want.
That's cool, man. So we were actually talking before we even started filming, and you said you were talking about doing like an EPK. Explain what an EPK is, and explain what you're gonna include in your EPK, whatever that is, you know. So
like an EPK is an electronic press kit, which pretty much is like your resume as an artist. You know what I'm saying? If I were to step to a label to try to get a deal, I would show them my EPK instead of my resume. And what that is like what blogs I've been on, you know what I'm saying? What type of placements I've got from certain producers who work with other artists who are doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So an EPK is pretty much like a resume for if you're an artist. So I would just like to add, you know what I'm saying? Like just the big names, like, you know, Complex. I'll get a Complex post here. Just so it pretty much adds up to when I want to go step to a label or, you know what I'm saying, that it'll pretty much just show how serious I've been, like what moves I've been making. So with this EPK, I'm sure you're still working on it, right? You know, feel free, gas yourself a little bit. Who have you involved yourself with? Who are you trying to involve yourself with? You know, what kind of big moves, future moves you're trying to do? Like, what are you gonna do with that? The first placement I really got, and honestly, how I even learned what an EPK was, I've been on Twitter, like, and like I said, I was like into marketing and shit, so like, I really marketed my Twitter, and I got like a big following on Twitter. So one of the first like big connections I made was an A&R for Atlantic Records, who met me through Twitter, and he's the one who put me onto a lot of game as to like how the industry really works, and he's the one who told me what an EPK was in the first place. I wasn't even aware.
Right.
So like so I've been on This Is 50, which is 50 Cent's blog. I have placements with producers who I've worked with, popping artists, you know what I'm saying? Like Rich Kid, like my track Problem that just dropped. The producer who produced that, Oscar 100, shout out to Oscar 100. He worked with a lot of popping artists right now. Ugly God, Lil Pump, Rich Kid, you know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of producer placements, shit like that. Recently, I just dropped a track called She, that was produced by Brent Rambo, who was another popping producer who has placements with Dex, you know what I'm saying? Like just everybody who's popping in the industry right now. So I made sure to get a placement with him. And then also I reached out to my homies at Lyrical Lemonade. Shout out to Lil Jake, shout out to Cole Bennett. And I reached out to Lil Jake to host the track, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Throw his tags on it and whatnot, because it's really all about perception in the music industry. So
For sure.
So
Can you get into that? Like, what do you mean by that?
So like, I mean, when you're an artist, when you're an artist in the music industry, the way that I look at it, the way I try to explain to people, is it's a business at the end of the day. It's Absolutely. A business, and I feel like that's a mistake that most artists make, is that they just, because it's one thing to be a talented artist, and there's a million people out there, you know what I'm saying, who are talented and who could potentially, you know what I'm saying, be on that level. But what takes you to that level is when you treat it as a business, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot about perception. It's a lot about perception, like getting these placements on blogs that people know. You know what I'm saying? People know about Complex. People know about Lyrical Lemonade. So it's about perception. It's about getting these placements, getting yourself, building the right relationships and shit, spending money, just like any other business.
For sure.
Spending money. I'll buy my beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too cool to fucking, you know what I'm saying, pay a popping producer for a placement. You feel me? Because I know the value of it. And so like, I understand that perception plays a big part in it, and it's like me as an artist, it's a business, and the difference between a traditional business and me being an artist is I am the product. You know what I'm saying? I am the product, and I have to brand myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And approach it like that. So that's what I mean by the whole perception thing.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to ask you for your opinion real quick. You know, and maybe it's a little controversial. I don't know. It's totally up to you on how you answer it. Album of the year, your opinion, right now.
Album of the year?
2017.
I mean, off rip.
On the record.
Off rip. Probably I would just have to say Kendrick off rip, because Kendrick is...
Give it up for Kendrick, come on. The damn album? What's your favorite song off that album?
Damn. Look at you. Fuck, make me look hella stupid right now.
You don't have that favorite song right now.
I don't even know off top, but I just respect Kendrick's artistry. I respect that he found like the balance between like being poppin' nowadays in a totally different game, but he still maintains like,
and like lyrical too.
Yeah, he still maintains like what rap started off of. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a whole separate thing, because it's easy to hop in now like me, where like I can find my balance. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for me to maneuver and shit. But like I respect that like he stayed in that lane and still, you know what I'm saying, became one of the top artists, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I respect that. I definitely give it to Kendrick.
Alright. Before we go into our next segment, man, you gotta answer this question for me. What's up with the tattoos, bro? What's up with the hair? This funky look you got going. You looking real cozy right now. Like, what's up? You know?
Well, like I said, the reason why I do music in the first place is to express myself. The reason why I get tattoos is to express myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just recently got this face tattoo, which a lot of people around me are like, you know what I'm saying, they don't really understand. But for me, it's just a way to express myself, and it's a permanent way to express myself. And specifically with the face tattoo, like, I feel like if there was anything, like, I knew I was going to get one, because I need to express myself. You know, I got the hair, like I grew out my hair, and I feel like I like to be different in my own way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
So as far as the tattoo goes on my face, like I was just like, I know I'm gonna eventually get one because I just need to express myself. I feel like it's a loud way to express yourself, you know. So
So why is it a heart? Like, what is the behind it?
So I was thinking, like, if I were to get anything on my face, like, one day I just thought of it. I knew that I was gonna, like, I'm an impulsive person. Like, I also got the scorpion on my neck. Like whenever I decide, like, something like that, like, I knew I wanted a face tat, so I knew, like, when I thought of anything that remotely clicked, I needed to go and do it. So I thought of the heart, and I knew that, you know what I'm saying, for the females, you know what I'm saying? I knew, like, you know, I thought about the females and all that, but then also I thought in long term, like, if there's anything, like, if I have to look in the mirror every day, this is your face, this is what you identify with, you know what I'm saying? If I have to look in the mirror every day, if there's anything I have to see, it's a symbol of love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's the most important thing. Cool. That's the most important thing, so if there's anything, I knew I wanted to get a face tattoo, and between the females and the bigger, you know what I'm saying, the bigger picture, I'm the one who has to look at myself every day, and I have to see this every day, and it's a reminder of love. So I think that's the most important thing. I respect that.
Man. So I'm gonna have to do this to you, bro. I'm sorry, you okay? Hit the button for me real quick, bro. Hit that button. Alright, bro. Random question time, you know, big thing here on
Random questions.
Random question, how I feel, okay.
Hit him, Kay.
Alright, so if you can hang out with any celebrity, anybody for one day, who would it be?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Hey, okay.
Give it up for Kevin Hart. That is so random.
Shout out to Kevin Hart. He's a fellow vertically challenged. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I relate to him in that sense. You know what I'm saying? And also, I respect how he's a smart motherfucker. Like I like how he articulates himself and shit. And so I would definitely like to pick his brain. You know?
Right.
Sure.
I think on question number 2.
Number two. I like that answer, but here's a little more difficult question for going to pick your brain. So if you were offered, how you got?
Hold on. Actually, could we all take a shot right now?
Let's do it, bro.
Let's do it.
I got you, bro.
Let's get it.
Shot of Henny.
Let's get it.
A little shot of Henny, you know what I'm saying?
Shot of Henny.
Shot of Henny. You know?
Let's get it. Clap it up.
Any more to come?
There's nothing in the cup.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Alright, that's how you feeling, huh? That's how you feeling, how I feel. I like that. So, alright, so here's question number 2, bro. So if you were offered $1 million, but you have to spend it all in 24 hours, every single cent, what would you spend it on?
Or who would you give it to? What would you do with it? What would you do with it?
It all gotta go. You gotta blow it all in 24 hours.
But you can't have it. In 24 hours, you can't have it.
I would invest it, honestly. I would definitely 100% invest, probably right now, you know what I'm saying, currently into something.
You invest in the whole million?
Some type of, yes, I'm investing.
You're not giving no money to nobody?
I mean, if I invest it and I flip it, then I can give more, you know what I'm saying?
But that takes time.
Yeah, you're right, but I mean, one of the things that I used to brand before I started branding, TOTW and all that was quick flips. So, I know a couple ways that I can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I would definitely invest all that, you know what I'm saying, into different things that I could turn it into more.
Right. So,
that's what I would do.
Last random question. If you had a free plane ticket to anywhere, where would you go?
Definitely
right now.
Los Angeles, LA.
Why?
LA.
Because I was thinking like New York.
New York? We're right here.
But
we're right here in Jersey.
Well, you can't leave.
Yeah, you can't leave though.
Wait.
You can't leave. That's
like
catch.
If I go there,
yeah,
and
you
I
can
can't
never leave.
Yeah.
You can never
one
leave.
plane ticket, never.
One
flight ticket, you're done. One way. Hasta luego.
That's tough.
Yeah, man.
That's tough, but since I already said LA, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So why? Because
why?
Well, you feel like there's more opportunity out there? Or?
Yeah, like as far as the music industry, like one thing I've learned because my manager's from Philly. Shout out to Buck Juggin. Shout out to Five Finger Posse. But my manager, he's from Philly and he went to LA and shit. And like when I linked him, he was. And what I see is that the industry is really the music industry, and which that's like I said, I don't see myself as just an artist, but I see it as like something that can give me a platform.
Right.
And and the industry is just there right now. The industry is really in LA, so I would definitely go to
So
LA.
you don't think anything's going on in New York as far as the industry?
It's crazy. It's crazy to say, but I mean, no. There's artists that are there. I feel like there's artists that are there and shit. But as far as like LA is set up to where like it's literally like a scene to where like you just plug in. Like you go there, you know 2 or 3 people, then you just plug in. You can start mingling. You can start going to parties.
I feel like that can happen in New York.
It really can. Man.
Really?
I feel the same way. I'm gonna have to agree. Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it might be more in New York.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like New York has such a big influence on everything.
Bro, LA
New York, you
is the
could go
spot
do whatever you
for
want
music.
from the
LA is the spot for music. I feel like in New York, see, LA is a place where you can go and you could, if you're just a person who's good socially and you're good networking, you can go and you can make something. I feel like New York, you kind of have to be established already to get in those circles. You know what I'm saying?
You don't feel like you could just know somebody and they'll tag you along?
Well, in that sense, I kind of see where you're coming from because like New York is like
LA
the
is
Mecca,
different.
you know what I'm saying?
LA is different. LA, it's just a different vibe. Like they have a few of the gatekeepers in the underground are over there. Adam No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? Like there's, so yeah, I feel like.
Gatekeeper. What do you mean by that? Like people that open doors to upcoming
Yeah.
rappers, like.
Yeah, I mean people who have platforms, who are the first people that will pretty much that you'll come in contact with that could take you to another level. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody I could think of off the top of my head in New York who could do that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, bro? You've been mentioning a lot about platforms, a lot about growth, and you mentioned about social media and stuff earlier. What influence do you see yourself through social media? What help do you see social media as for more aspiring rappers like yourself, more aspiring artists, as anything like poets, anything you can name up, entrepreneurs in themselves?
Social media is definitely the most important thing nowadays, and I think that we're blessed. We're blessed to be in this era that we're in the beginning of this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize the power of social media, but everything that I've achieved, you know what I'm saying, all the connections I've made 100% on social media. You know what I'm saying? Specifically Twitter. Shout out Twitter.
Shout out Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Damn.
I'm Twitter famous.
Shout out my girl ASAP and
Cheer.
you hear me? But social media is definitely one, I think, the kind of like the most important thing, because one of the things that I realized early, like I said, kind of like I touched on in the beginning, is like you could be talented in this and that, but like at the end of the day, you need eyes. You need people to see you. You know what I'm saying? You need people to see you and fuck with you before you can become valuable to actually do something. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what social media is, like a medium for you to be able to put yourself out there, and there's enough people that are on social media that you could, you know what I'm saying, build your whole shit up. You can network, you could talk to people, slide in their DMs. Like, that's what I do. And yeah, social media is definitely very important, bro. Yeah, slide in DMs.
Huh?
Like I'm back on the playground.
Yo.
What I do.
Man. Alright, so we're gonna have to go into a little current event. We like to talk about what's going on and stuff.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: you hip to the P Diddy trying to buy the Panthers, bro?
No, I'm not hip to. I heard him talking about trying to buy the whole NFL, not the Panthers though.
He did mention that. I remember him mentioning that.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. But I'm saying, like, he came out on Twitter, posted a video, and saying, "Listen, let me buy the Panthers. I'm that man. I got the money. Let me splurge real quick."
Okay.
And he wants to be the first black owner in the NFL.
Yeah, it is.
There's no other.
I 100% support that, because the NFL is on some white supremacy shit. So shout out to P Diddy. You feel me? You gotta get the foot in the door, change the whole shit up.
Right.
I support that.
I support it. I respect that. So now, what about Floyd, bro? Floyd, this man talking a little crazy. This man saying, I could fight with the likes of Conor. I could fight with the likes of
I saw
the
that.
UFC.
I saw him talk about like a 3 or 4 fight deal for like $1 billion or some shit.
Oh my god.
First things first, Floyd is a motherfucking genius. Okay? Floyd knows how to play this game that I'm talking about with perception and all this shit. He knows how to play this game. He knows how to build hype and shit. So he's a genius off rip. Can he compete in the UFC? 100% not. He will get snapped.
Yeah, I
But you know what I'm saying? He's playing the game. He'll put on the whole show, fuck around and make $1 billion. So shout out to Floyd.
Shout out to Floyd. All right, yo. So listen, man, we're running a little long on time right now, but you know, Let's clap it up for Abstrakt, you know. Always a blessing to get, you know, multi-talented influencers on the show, man.
Shout out to How I Feel, you feel me? It's all love, nothing but love.